Yeah, The Beauty and the Beast! I got the next chapter! Yes! Yeah! Where did the beast come from? Immediately, knights rush towards me. I back away as far as I can without returning to the throne room. I got the next chapter! That means I did something, like, I did some good! I did some good! Oh god! Princess, okay, please tell me I did good. The beast stands behind me. It's back at me. I stand in its shadow and realize that if it turned around, it could swat me to the walls just like the rest of the victims. But it's just standing there. Together. Together. The beast is nothing more, though I still feel on edge. There is something oddly familiar about this. Claude once told me it was better to fight back to back. I will trust you for now, whatever you are. I do not know if it understands me, but I can hope. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Claude, I love you. It seems more like a human than any kind of animal. Princess, get away from the beast, it will. The knight never finishes a sentence as the beast sends him flying through the air. Why is it helping me? The knights fall like dominoes to the beast, but manage to remain standing while I strike them with my sword. Even just taking one down is hard. These men have been trained for years, while I haven't even had a luxury of a year. Out of the corner of my eye, I sense movement. I see a gleam of silver, and I hear a grunt as the sword is raised into the air. The sword is nowhere near reaching me, but... the beast! I aim a kick at the approaching knight before whirling around to look at the beast. The upcoming sword comes closer to the beast's exposed back, and I know that the beast will not be able to dodge it in time. Move! I shove past the creature and catch the knight's sword with my own before I can harm the beast. My arms are shaking underneath, and the strength of the impact between our swords. I feel like my arms are going to give out. Then a flash of light appears, so bright that everyone is temporarily blinded. I know that. I know that kind of magic. It's Waltz. I'm just trying to remind you guys, it's Waltz. I stumble back, rubbing out my eyes. From the sounds of it, the beast is continuing to drive back the knights, the most of them shouting at each other to retreat. What was that? When I'm finally able to see again, my eyes automatically land on my feet. I stare in shock. Oh, glass slippers? I quickly reach up to my pendant and realize that it's no longer there. I completed my 3 good deeds. Millie's booty. It knows my name. I like the way I'm voicing her, I sound confused 90% of the time. I look around and realize that the beast and I are alone. The knight having fled. Did the beast drive off the rest of them? I felt a pressure on my back and realized that the beast is touching me. My first instinct is to run, but the words at others' necks paralyze me. You... okay? Every word sounds breathless and pained, like it takes too much to speak. It's worried about me. I'm gonna cry, because I got this, man! I watch in shock as the beast appears to gesture towards my shoes. You... did it. I step back warily. What are you? The beast reaches out and I see something glittering in the palm of its hand. The rose locket. For a few moments, my heart plummets to my stomach and my hands begin to quiver. What did you do to Claude? The beast's shadowed fingers curl over the locket, even as he stares at me. Gave me. I gave that locket to Claude. The beast only stares at me for a few moments, and then, suddenly I realize that his words, nothing more than a pained growl, do not hold any malice. I gave that locket to... you. The beast slowly nods. My grasp of my sword loosens as I stare at him, in shock, realization dawning upon me. Claude? Yes. So this is your secret. Why would you not tell me? I could have hurt you. Claude has another form, a cursed form, and he never told me. Why? As my mind whirls, I feel everything coming together like the pieces of a puzzle. Secrets are secrets for a reason, Princess. You should know that. If I could speak of them, I would. But I can't. Millie's booty, which is why his eyes look kind of weird in that scene. I'm just saying, I never brought it up in that part, but I noticed it right now. And I noticed it before, but I didn't want to think too much about it. I wish I could explain. You would hate me, or more accurately, you would be afraid of me. All these times, Claude was clutching at his chest. You were touching your tattoo so many times before, like you were in pain. The beast growls, and the sound is surprisingly soft. Almost a sigh. Curse. Then the tattoo was a warning. The first time I saw the tattoo, it was a beautiful rose. The second time, it had many thorns. When the rose becomes ensnared in thorns, did he transform? And he always touched his tattoo when he came too close to me. Claude, your curse did not make the others fall in love with you. It stopped you from loving anyone too, didn't it? He mentioned that woman before, the one he thought loved him, but didn't. Is it possible that she saw him in this form and was terrified of him? If you loved anyone, you would turn into a beast. You loved the woman once, but she only loved you because of your curse. The minute you transformed, she was scared of you. You loved the woman, oh, wasn't she? Yes. This is so sad. He sounds so pained. The reason Claude has been trying to hide everything from me is because he is scared that I would have feared him. This is why beauty has always been so important to him. But the curse cast upon him makes him both beautiful and a beast. I wanted you to love me. Oh my god, this hurts. But no one could love a beast. A beast. His words are dwindling. It almost sounds like he's being suffocated on the inside with how slowly he's speaking. Claude, I have never cared much about appearances. People have worn masks on their faces their whole life around me. Claude, I take a deep breath and face him. I will love you, no matter what form you take. I drop my sword to the ground and make my way over to him. I rest my cheek on his chest and wrap my arms around him. I love you. Oh, god damn it, this is so, The room is filled with a bright but gentle light. It almost feels like I'm bathing in sunlight. For a few moments, I forget my worries. Everything feels blissful and quiet, and my heart feels full. Then, moments later, I feel warm arms around my waist. I love you too, Molly's booty. It's kind of funny because his hands are around my waist by the booty. But I'm not gonna ruin the moment. When I open my eyes, I can still see anything. I can't see anything, even though I know that the light has faded. The warmth is still there too, but now I feel it immediately on my skin, and I realize that it's because Claude is hugging me. Not a beast, but as a man. Did I break the curse? Did I break his curse? I realize this is the first time Claude has ever touched me for a long time period without abruptly moving on away. Tentatively, I move my hands, feeling the fabric of his shirt and the warmth of him underneath it. Claude. But before I can finish my sentence, my lips are sealed. I feel Claude's lips on mine. Only briefly, but it's enough to make me suddenly faint. Suddenly feel faint, okay. He pulls away from me with a brilliant smile. I always wanted to do that. Oh, this boy! Molly's booty, you're blushing. If I could, I would kiss you again, but we have some urgent things to attend to. The reality of the situation begins to seep back into me. My father. Oh yeah, I was gonna say my father Varg. I was like, wait, what? My father, Varg, Alcaster, they're all still in the throne room. The king. Let's go, Molly's booty. When Claude and I rush into the throne room, my attention is immediately grabbed by the king calling my name. Molly's booty. Yeah, I'm your fucking daughter. He's still bound to the throne though. His gag is removed. A rush of relief floods through me. He is alive. He is alive and he remembers me. Maybe. My gaze is drawn to the two men battling at the base of the throne. The swords are locked together in a stalemate. Alacaster and his son. It's Fritz, I know. It's kind of obvious, because you see the flash of white passing by us. Yeah, it was kind of, like, obvious. What happened here? Is this how you gain power? This is not how you gain power. I knew you would be the throne. You know you would be a throne in my sight from the moment I concocted this plan. Where's Varg? The only one here is me, and I will. Fritz's concentration slips as his eyes land on me. The opening is small, but it's enough to give Alacaster the opportunity he needs. Watch out! Claude is already running over to help, but even he's too slow. Alacaster disarms Fritz before driving his sword through. What the fuck? Are you kidding? You killed your own son? Oh my god. No way! Alacaster pulls a sword out of Fritz's chest, just fast enough to deflect Claude's attack. As Claude drives Alacaster away from the throne, I rush to where Fritz has collapsed to the ground. His eyes are already growing glassy. Fritz! I lean over him. There's so much blood. I glare at Alacaster. How could you do this to your own son? Anyone in my way will eat my sword. Blood does not matter. Princess. I turn back to Fritz in alarm, tears in my eyes. Fritz, hold on. Don't speak, you need to conserve your energy. Princess, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck me. Fritz, please don't speak. I feel bitter tears stinging my eyes. I'm sorry. I watch as the light seeps from Fritz's eyes. I put my hand to his chest to feel for a heartbeat, but Fritz's body is still. Fritz! I glance up to sound to see Claude at the far side of the room, struggling to get to his feet. Billy's booty, watch out! I turn, but not fast enough. I see Alacaster's sword raised high in the air. I know it will reach me before I can pick up my sword. The sword falls from Alacaster's hand as a bright red ribbon of light twines around the hilt and drags it far from reach. I turn and see Delora standing a short distance away, Juden and Garland and Waltz all standing behind her. I'm afraid your performance as king has been incredibly disappointing. I'm so sad. I'm like, dude, like, Fritz, come on. Juden and Garland move together, rushing Alacaster from the same side. I see Claude moving in from the other side, quiet and lethal. Princess! Waltz and Delora rush over to me as the fighting continues. Alacaster has reclaimed his sword, and he is trying to evade attacks from 3 different swords at once. King! Waltz nods at me, his gaze lingering on Fritz as his expression becomes solemn. He walks off to the throne while Delora kneels beside me. Delora! Delora shakes her head. That's all I need to know, that there is nothing more to be done. We will make sure he's properly honored. But for now, we need to get you out of here. Do not leave, Fritz! What about Ophelia? Waiting for us somewhere safe. I constructed a shield around her that will keep her hidden from view and harm until we return to her. Weren't we meant to bring the royal family back to the Marchand first? Not when we're missing the king. Besides, the plan changed when a magical beast starts rampaging in the castle. Princess? I turn to look at Alacaster, who is still somehow managing to scream my name despite the fact that he's being quickly overwhelmed. Princess, we could have worked together. If you were more like your mother, you could have ruled with grace, beauty, and fear. I flinch back, and Dora's hand comes to rest on my forearm, her grip setting. That is enough. I look up and see that the king has stopped to stand beside me. To my surprise, the king rests his gentle hand over my shoulder. Fuck you, Dad. His eyes soft as he looks at me. You fucking killed Fritz? No. Not you, but I know the other guy did, but still. Fritz is dead. Well, baby, we have a lot to talk about, but right now, I have something I must do. I nod mutely and watches the king draw his sword. I'm still, like, not over Fritz. He makes his way to Alacaster. Juden, Garland, and Claude step back from where they have forced Alacaster to one knee. Are you gonna cut off his head? Cut off his head. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not above it. I'll do it myself. You're a traitor lacking any honor, Alcaster. You're the one that lacked honor. A ruler must have the people beneath his thumb. A ruler must lead people, not suffocate them. His oath as a king is to protect them. You are no king, Alcaster. For your crimes, I find you guilty of incapable of rehabilitation. The sentence for your severity of your crimes is death. Yeah, I'm not above it. The king raises his sword and turns away before he strikes down his sword. There's no sound or scream to follow. I turn once more to see that the king has pointed out the sword at Alcaster's chest, but has not killed him. You will stay in the prisons until the time for your trial comes. Though you might try to refute these claims, you will be tried as a traitor to the kingdom. And then you will be executed. Alcaster's shoulders fall. The glare never leaves his face, not even when guards seize him and drag him from the room. The king immediately sends Juden and Garland out to deal with any knights that are still part of the coup. Dolores and Claude helping with moving Fritz's body, while Watts tries his best to fill the king on and most basic points of our successful operation.
Fritz is dead, like, can we not?
Everything has died down a little bit over the last hour, but I still feel overwhelmed. I glance at Watts and the king who are still speaking. Every time the king sees me looking at him, he flashes me an uncertain smile before glancing away. I know he wants to speak with me, but I will talk to him later, after I get Fritz's body out of my mind. It was my fault he died, wasn't it? He saw me and stumbled. Hey, princess. What are you doing here? Here, I thought you'd change, but you still got some fetishness in you, don't you?
I'm so thirsty, I keep talking.
Many years ago, when the war ended, we were all faced with a feeling just like this, princess. We had lost so much, and the future seemed so grim. But now it's different. You have a future.
But Fritz doesn't!
You broke your curse, princess. That gives you some kind of hope. In addition, you broke Karma's. Memories of Claude's arm around me, of his lips on me, comes flying back to my foggy mind. My heart still feels tight, but it's a little lighter when I think about him. I wish he was here right now. How did I break Claude's curse? Claude, I don't think I'll ever get used to his real name. Seems like he hasn't told you yet. I guess it's been pretty hectic. So Claude turned into a beast because he loved me? Well, I guess I could give you the laydown of his curse. Stop, desist! Dolores has not even started to speak when Claude runs into the room, gasping if he's running through the halls. Curse? Are you speaking about my curse? There's no way he heard us talking in the hallway, is there? Even I feel at a loss for words right now. I sense that you might be talking about me. The princess was just asking me about your curse. Oh, then I was right to come running. And here I was just guessing at what you might be talking about. Claude's curse was based off a fairy tale, The Beauty and the Beast. Claude easily finishes her sentence. Darla holds up her hand as if in surrender. So eager to steal the spotlight. Well, you are talking about me after all. Aw, Claude. You always told me that your curse was just the beauty's curse, though. Well, yes, because the other half was a little difficult to explain, wasn't it? He has a point, though. I think he might have been able to save us all some trouble if he had been so secretive about his curse. He must really have been scared that I would just shun him. Allow me to explain, princess. In the fairy tale, a prince of a kingdom is transformed into a beast because his heart is as cold as ice. Sounds familiar to a certain icy princess, huh? Huh? Just trying to lighten the mood. Claude sighs. I would call Melly's booty something far more flattering, like my sweet beloved. We were talking about your curse. Oh right, well anyway, the witch who cursed the prince in the fairy tale tells him that he has to learn to love and be loved before the petals of the rose completely fall off. A rose? Yes, she gave him a rose and he keeps it protected under glass. Some time passes and the rose continues to wither away. A maiden finds the beast, and eventually the two fall in love. At the end of the tale, she confesses her love to the beast, and he transforms back into a human. By confessing, I saved you? But his curse was different from the tale. I know what you're thinking, that my curse was somewhat different. It was more complicated. The witch made it so that I was both the beauty and the beast. She said it suited me because I was so vain. The witch constructed a very roundabout curse. Any woman would fall for me in love with me as the beauty. But when I transform into the beast, the enchantment would break and they would become terrified of me. Oh. I doubt Claude ever thought he would break his curse. The love women felt for him while he was cursed was always fake. How could that kind of love hold strong when he turned into a beast if he was never true to begin with? Then you came along, princess? I bet he's just about giving up hope and was waiting for you to dispel the curse on your birthday. But now, here you are both. But the Ice Princess, in love? What a miracle. I turn away, embarrassed. It's not a miracle. I'm very glad I met you, Molly Spooty. Oh, I'm blushing too. Lady Delora's words are truth. I had just about given up hope. I never had any hopes of breaking my curse. I had thought the only way to fix it would be to have you dispel it on your birthday. But then I came to know you and, hey, you fell in love. A fairy tale indeed. You started out frowning at everyone and everything. You've come a long way, princess. Congratulations, you turned out to be a pretty okay princess. And you turned out to be a pretty okay witch. Gasp! Do my ears deceive me? A compliment from our little witch? You look so surprised, but you'll be the new bearer of our crystal real soon, princess. I expect good things from you. Right, I almost forgot about that part. I'll try my best. Yet another miraculous proclamation from the little witch? Will the surprises never cease? Before I could snap at Delora again, the king awkwardly interjects, coming to stand next to us with Waltz by his side.
Pardon the intrusion. I still hate you so much.
Oh, not at all, your majesty.
Apology is not gonna fucking fix this, Dad.
Waltz told me that you were cursed and that's why I forgot about you. Yes. Even if it was by curse, I feel terrible that such a thing could have ever happened. I still will make it up to you.
I really don't want you to make up anything for me.
We can catch up from where we were many, many years ago. And maybe things can be different.
No, not about change now.
I'm sorry. What for? For being the way that I was before. For shutting Ophelia and her children.
No, you see, that's her. Like, she feels that, but for me, I'm just like,
okay, I forgive Ophelia and her kids, but you, Dad?
Fuck you.
Oh, Ophelia, did they bring her back to the margin? Ophelia is still here. After the fight was over, she was shown back to her room. She's still waiting for Ron and Evangeline to return. Now, would you maybe be willing to tell me the story from the beginning? Perhaps I could fill in the gaps, Your Majesty, because, yeah,
you know, I'm with your daughter. I'm also a prince, so that fucking helps.
Claude? The king looks startled when he stares at Claude. He blinks as if he has just noticed his presence. Oh, and you are?
Claude elegantly bows before the king. I am Prince Claude of Brigantia. A pleasure to finally meet you, Your Majesty.
The Lost Prince. The king turns to me with a puzzled look.
We're kind of together.
It's a long story. Claude surprises me by wrapping an arm around my shoulders and pulling me closer to him. Everyone looks shocked, except for Delora, who looks like she's trying not to laugh. As the princess's love for God damn it.
I felt it's my obligation to help her explain this whole mess. Oh God damn it. You know what? He has the balls. He has the balls to do it in front of my dad. It's cool.
Ugh. I feel my face getting hotter at Claude's sudden proclamation. All their eyes are now on me, and I suddenly feel like I'm hiding myself. Only Claude would so bluntly say such a thing. The king looks more shocked than anything.
When did this happen?
Well, your majesty, I think we have to better start
at the beginning.
We were able to tell the king everything, save for where Varg had disappeared to. No one was sure where he had gone in all the chaos. The knights searched for him all ended in failure. A lot of explaining had to be done, not just to the king, but also to the people of the tavern. As soon as everything had calmed down, Ron and Magdalene finally went back to the palace. I apologized to them as best I could, and they all seemed willing to try again with me. No. And I'm willing to try again too. As for Claude... So you're going back? Are you sure you don't want to come to Brigantia with me, just for a short holiday? I would love nothing more than to introduce you to my family. Mother would shower you with gifts. Father will tease you probably. He makes jokes frequently. And Llama?
Llama, there's literally Llama. Really?
What did you just say? Llama? He has a pet llama.
My brother Llama. Oh my god.
What? Another acronym. We're Karma and Llama. Does your father do these things on purpose? I told you he likes jokes. My brother's real name is Lance. I was going to bring you back and introduce the two of you. And you could tell my little brother how very charming I am. Is it just my imagination, or is there a glimmer of a competition in his eyes? As much as I would like to meet your family, you have your own obligations here. And you need to let your family know that you're safe and alive. But the thought of being separated from you... Claude sighs before he leans down and plants a kiss on my forehead. I'll miss you. You won't be gone that long. Love, that's not how you're supposed to respond. You're supposed to say, my sweet prince, I'll miss you too. Fine then, I'll miss you too. Maybe. Claude raises an eyebrow and then smiles. I'll be back for your birthday. I love you, Ellie's Beauty. It's only been a few weeks since Claude left, but I am impatient. The king has been throwing grand dinners every night in preparation for my birthday, but I can hardly concentrate on anyone else when I am thinking of Claude. I told him about all the smaller birthday celebrations. I thought he would be here for them. My birthday's in a few days. When will he come back? I've tried to make myself busy, mainly by continuing my sword practice with Juden and Garland, who have been both rejoined the Order of Caldria. Even though I am around the nights, I think of Fritz. I shall bring him some new flowers tomorrow. If Claude would just return already, we could go pay our respects together.
Oh yay, he's back.
Hello, Molly's Beauty, my love, my sunshine, my beautiful betrothed. Claude. I shake my head and try to gather my thoughts. First of all, you did not knock. Second, we are not engaged. We may as well be, don't you think? At the very least, knock before you come in. Still worried I would come in and you middle of changing? Would you have minded so terribly? Yes. It's worth saying those things to you since you know, I see you blush. Why are you even here? His arrival was so sudden I had absolutely no time to prepare. Claude sighs dramatically. You didn't want me back then? You didn't want me back here? No, I mean, you did not even write to say you would be back today. I just wasn't expecting you. I did say I would be back for your birthday. I am a man of my word. Should I have stayed out longer? No, of course not. I grumble as Claude walks over to my bed, grinning. He sits down on my bed next to me and wraps an arm around my waist, pulling me closer. I sigh out and lean my shoulder on his shoulder. Lean my head on his... You know what I mean. It is startling contrast to what it used to be. Before, if I touched him, he would flinch away and turn away from me. Now he's always right next to me. Claude's whole body seems to relax when I attentively wrap my arm around him and hug him back. I knew I would miss you, but it really was terrible being away from you. But you enjoyed the time with your family. I did, and my brother was very frustrated that I spoke about you almost every hour of the day. What? How could you have so much to say about me? Oh, I felt that I didn't have enough time to list all of your virtues. Oh, I nudge him in the arm and he just grins at me. A glint from Claude's pocket catches my eye, and I flush proudly when I notice the rose locket. Looking at the locket makes me think back to the night where he transformed back into the prince. Lost in thought, are we? I just noticed the locket. You're still carrying it around with you. Of course I do. It has become my most valuable possession. He pulls the little locket out, and it pops open. I'm startled when I see the small sheet of paper with my own words on it. My message to him is still there. Claude smiles as he reads the words aloud. A normal rose would have withered, so I offer this one instead, in heartfelt thanks. I say nothing when he turns to look at me. Oh, your cheeks are red again. Your embarrassment is adorable, darling. I am not embarrassed. I just didn't think he'd keep the words in there, or that they would ever mean so much to him. Yes, of course. You just have exceptionally rosy cheeks, hmm? He pauses as he closes the locket again, and he looks at it fondly. I love this locket because it's the first gift you gave me. He was holding the locket as the beast too. It was half of the reason I recognized him. I jump at Claude, gently taps my nose, his blah 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 blah. I jump as Claude gently taps my nose with his finger. This locket isn't going anywhere anytime soon, I can assure you. I smile as he winks at me. Anyway, allow me to pull you back into the present. Since I promise you no more secrets, let me tell you something. Oh? Claude looks away from me, his eyebrows furrowing, and I frown. I hope it's nothing serious. I'm nervous about sitting down to dinner with your father tonight. Well, yeah, you're the one who was just like, I love her. Why did you say that in front of my dad? You're nervous? I start laughing without even meaning to. You're laughing at my pain, princess? He pulls me closer and kisses the top of my head. But you are too flamboyant to be nervous. I'm confident, princess, not flamboyant. There's a difference. Right, right. Claude's expression grows more solemn. He looks at me seriously, almost sadly. Well, Booty, I'm still sorry about lying to you. That whole time I made myself up to be someone beautiful, someone I wasn't. I believed I was truly a good person on the inside, that I deserved good things even though I was selfish. You already apologized to me before, too many times. Claude, you don't have to apologize. No, that witch was right to curse me. I always had everything handed to me on a silver platter. When I came to Angel, I believed that it wasn't going to help me break my curse. It wasn't important. And then I met you. At first I thought I would just have to get on your good side so you can help me dispel my curse, but then, Molly's Booty, I realized I was drawn to your confidence and commitment. But I could never admit that I was in love with you. I was so scared that if I transformed into a beast and you were scared of me, I would lose my chance of winning your heart. So you see, princess, I was selfish. I wanted all of you without having to give you all of me. I look down at where our hands are intertwined, and I grip his fingers. I grip his fingers tighter. I told you enough times now that you have nothing to apologize for. But if you insist on apologizing, maybe you want to do something make it up to me. Those words are out of my lips before I can even think them. I stop suddenly, trying to ignore that hot flush in my cheeks. Claude looks at me puzzled, and for a few moments I feel triumphant. That I have caught him off guard. Then the puzzled look fades and Claude just grins at me. Oh my, so forward. Forward? I open my mouth to apologize when he suddenly grabs my hand and tucks me down to the bed.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The instincts Claude taught me in my sword fightings are quickly overwhelmed by my surprise, and in no time at all, he has me pinned down to the bed and is looming just above me, smiling.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm about to get that screenshot, though. Hold on. I'm about to get a screenshot. We're gonna go back. No, 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 no. You go back. You can't start shit with me like that. Mm-mm. No way. Nope. No, no, no. I love it. This is cute. Love this shit. I'm disappointed. Princess, you know my weakness and you didn't even exploit it there.
Your weakness?
Yes. He leans closer to me and our noses almost touch. You guys' noses are touching, FYI. My weakness is you, Molly's booty.
Oh. Oh. He leans down and our lips finally meet. I relax into the contact, my earlier tension melting away as warmth flows through me. He pulls away and smiles at me. You see, I let my guard down in front of you. I let my guard down in front of him too. And only him. The whole time, all I've wanted to do is be able to touch him like this. His fingers move gently up my arm and he leans down to kiss me again.
Someone's gonna walk in. Someone has to walk in. You see? I knew it! Oh my god, it's like Molly's psychic.
The sound of knocking startles both. A muffled voice comes through the door. Princess, the king is requesting your presence down in the dining hall. He said that your friends have arrived.
Oh, really?
Princess? I hear the doorknob begin to turn. I quickly speak. Yes, I will be there in a minute. I'll let him know, princess. First the curse, and now this. It's as if the word is conspiring against us. He kissed me once more on the forehead before slowly sitting up and running a hand through his hair. I caught the mischievous look in his eyes as I moved down my own ruffled hair. Don't worry, Molly's booty. We'll finish this later.
Fuck yeah.
I feel my cheeks flush. You
say such uncouth things.
Claude chuckles before he stands up and offers his hand. I take it and smile up at him. I love you, Molly's booty. And now I get to say it as many times as I like. I love you too, Claude. I stand up to my toes to plant a quick kiss on his lips before heading to the door. Let's go, Claude.
I'm just grinning like a fucking idiot.
Oh, what? That's it?
Well, I guess we got a kiss.
Oh, what?
The song's really good, so actually I'm gonna take the time to actually listen to this. Have you guys listened to the Cinderella song?
Oh, it's Claude. It's the memories we've had with him? Oh shit, it is!
Oh, what? No, you're gonna have me some memories? Don't do that to me, honey.
Oh, what?
This is such a good game. I'm an emotional wreck right now. Like, no.
Oh, his eyes like that. That's why he was like, oh. Claude.
Oh my god. It's always the first ones that I romance in each game that like, it hurts my heart. And I'm just like, oh my god, you're precious to me.
Oh, Claude.
I literally am like thinking I should probably like dye my hair red. I kind of want to, just so I can have Claude's hair again, like hair color. Oh my god, this kiss was beautiful. Not gonna lie, this was the most beautiful kiss I've ever seen drawn. Look at this. I've never seen something much like, I've never seen anything so beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. Look at all this. Oh my god, look at you guys.
Woot woot to the quick starters.
The quick starters, the cake starters.
Thank you for playing Cinderella Phenomenon. You're very welcome.
It's such a good game.
Thank you for playing. You gonna be like, it's 1 o'clock? Oh, no? Okay. Ooh.
Guess it's not 1 o'clock. Guess it's 2 o'clock. Guess.
Daisuki.
Daisuki. Nope, don't play the song. Don't play the song. Don't play the song. It's copyrighted. For some reason. Okay. Oh my god, we have Claude. He's right there.
Sweetie. Sweetie.
Oh wow, I forgot we can romance Rumple. I'm not looking forward to that. So we got Little Mermaid, The Neverland Curse, Little Red Riding Hood. Like, I don't understand. Like, is he the Beast? Am I the Beast? I don't know. I don't know. Is he like the... I don't even know. Did we get all the gallery things for Karma? I'm like so attached to Karma right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to play the rest of the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. Rumple. There's nothing. Just one. Rod. Everything is one. Dreams. It's not all of them, but it's some of them. Okay. Achievements? There's achievements? Karma's good ending and bad ending. It's just like good. Huh. Alright. Well, the music room. Oh, I don't have everything's. Okay. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining me in playing Cinderella Phenomenon's Karma's Route. Yeah. Most likely I'm gonna play the other 4 routes, but it's just, it takes me a while to kind of get over like a certain character. And right now I'm just like, my heart hurts because I'm in love with Karma right now and like he's precious to me. But he looks so sad. I don't want to go on another route now that I know his pain. But like I also know that everyone else has other pains. Like I know, but I can't accept it. I know they're in different pains. I can't. And I want to see him in the next round and I'm just gonna be like, I can't be with you. And I want to. Oh god, I'm so torn. Because this is usually like, sometimes if it's too emotionally like too much for me, it takes me a freaking long time to move on. And or I just don't move on and I'm just like, roll one romance kind of girl for each game. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining me in playing Cinderella Phenomenon. And I'll see you guys in my next video, in my next live stream. Till next time, okay? Bye! Ciao ne!